Right now, the results of a controversial free speech survey done by thousands of UW system students are in. What they say about sharing opinions in class.
Also, you might be sitting on an unclaimed gold mine where you can go to find out.
And later, the Rock County community teaming up in an effort to reduce overdose deaths. How their new initiative will help. You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Just when you thought temperatures were getting back to normal, another Arctic blast heading our way for the end of the work week.
Bitterly cold wind chills will drag temperatures well below zero, and because of that, an alert day has been declared for Thursday night and Friday. For more, let's check the first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Charlotte, temperatures are cold, but not as cold as they were at this time yesterday. Skies, though, still are clear, and the winds will be out of the southwest tonight, so that'll keep temperatures up. The time lapse for the WISC-TV Skycam showed bright sunshine all day long today. A beautiful day, and watch the sunset in the west. That's a nice looking sunset there. But the clear skies will keep temperatures on the cold side. At least there is very little in the way of precipitation across our part of the Midwest. A few snow flurries up near Lake Superior, and that's about it. Low temperatures this morning drop below zero here in Madison to 4 below zero. Most areas saw temperatures right around zero, a little bit above or below, except down in the Wisconsin River Valley, where it was down to 11 below zero in Lone Rock and 10 below zero in Boscobel. High temperatures today made it up into the middle 20s. Here in Madison, we hit 24. Janesville hit 25. But those temperatures have started to fall back. We're at 21 right now in Madison, 19 in Janesville. Most areas are in the upper teens to around 20 degrees. Right now, we're looking at 21 in Wanakee, 20 in Sun Prairie, and 21 degrees in Stoughton. Otherwise, look for those wind chills, which right now are in the single digits and teens above zero, to drop to well below zero by this time tomorrow. Otherwise, look for temperatures to drop to the lower teens by late evening. But again, an alert day in the forecast for tomorrow night and Friday for bitterly cold temperatures and wind chills. I'll tell you when the cold will move out of here in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. And thanks to a slight warm-up, the city of Madison will spot salt areas of that packed frozen snow we've seen on our roads. They'll do that tomorrow. No salting today because the snow wouldn't melt quickly enough for streets crews to push it from the road before it freezes again. Crews will only be spot salting on streets that are already on the city's salt route. The roads used by Madison Metro buses, also areas around schools and hospitals. Residential streets will not be salted but will be treated with sand. Stay up to date on the weather with our First Warn Forecast weather app. It has hourly forecast, road conditions, and your latest radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC Weather.
East Elementary School in Jefferson will be closed tomorrow due to a water main issue and water damage. At this time, the building does not have water and repairs will be necessary. All other buildings in the district will remain open.
1 in 3 UW system students say they feel pressured to agree with a particular opinion in class. That's just one of the things we're learning from the results of a UW system free speech survey that prompted a lot of controversy last year.
Our Braden Ross joins us from UW-Madison's campus to explain how far-reaching these results are. Braden?
Yeah, more than 10,000 students responded to the survey that was system-wide last fall. Students were asked about everything from their comfort sharing their opinions in class to having controversial speakers here on campus. For the most part, students say that faculty create an atmosphere supportive of freedom of expression, but for more than half, they said they wouldn't share their opinions on a controversial topic in class, even if they wanted to. UW System President Jay Rothman sat down in Oshkosh today with a panel of experts to discuss the results.
We want our higher educational institutions and our public institutions in general to be welcoming to everyone. We all have a right to participate and and to learn and get the benefit of that.
The survey was originally scheduled to be sent out in the spring of 2021, but was put on pause for months after UW-Whitewater's chancellor resigned amid controversy about whether or not the survey would be useful. I'll be sharing more of the results here at 10 on News 3 Now. For now, in Madison, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
Black history has deep roots right here in southwest Wisconsin, including the state's only tourable underground railroad site. At the Milton House, enslaved people would arrive in wagons hidden under goods like hay. They'd travel through an underground tunnel, living in a cellar until their next stop. For the first black state legislator from Dane County, it was incredibly moving to see this American history firsthand.
As I walked through the tunnel, I felt different. I felt like I felt a heaviness on my shoulder. I walked through very slowly. I paced myself, but on the way out, I needed to run through. In fact, I did move very quickly and pace. Then everyone say, "Stop, let's take a picture of you." But it's just like I went up and I took my mind into a place of what was it really like?
Learning American history to Representative Stubbs is the only way to ensure we continue forward to justice.
A newspaper delivery man has been arrested for allegedly stealing checks from Madison mailboxes. Investigators say the 58-year-old Waunakee man would take the checks, alter them, then cash them. He's accused of stealing more than $10,000. The man facing tentative charges of multiple counts of theft and forgery. More charges could come if more victims come forward. A Milwaukee woman now charged in a crash that killed a 1-year-old boy last Friday. 31-year-old Antoinisha Burse is charged with knowingly operating a motor vehicle without a valid license, causing death. According to a criminal complaint, responding officers found 2 vehicles had collided with one another. Burse was in the driver's seat of one of those vehicles. Milwaukee fire officials also removed 13-month-old Zarian Robinson from the rear passenger area of the vehicle. The child was transported to Children's Wisconsin, where he died of his injuries. DOT records indicate Burse has never been issued a driver's license.
You could have money you don't know about. That is the message the state has today as they urge you to search for unclaimed property in their databases. Our Catherine Merck joins us in studio now. And Catherine, tell us, how would someone get this money?
Well, Charlotte, the state says there's a 1 in 7 chance that there's unclaimed property with your name on it. This could be money and other personal property that a person lost or abandoned, and the state hasn't able to find its owners. That could look like checking accounts, certificates of deposit, life insurance policies, uncashed checks, death benefits, insurance payments, saving accounts, and safety deposit contents. Today is National Unclaimed Property Day, and the Department of Revenue is trying to show people how to get it if they have any.
And I always remind people, this is free service. This is not something you have to pay a fee for. This is not something that we're charging anyone for. This is your money. We're trying to get it back to you. So please look for it and let us know if it's your money. If it's you, just let us know and we'll try to get it back to you.
You can look up if any unclaimed property is yours through the Department of Revenue's database. Head online to channel3000.com for the links and for more details about how to search for your name and to see if you have any money that you forgot about.
Catherine, thank you. The Rock County Public Health Department showing off its newest tool to prevent drug overdoses. It's called Overdose Hope Kits, and these kits will be provided to first responders to leave behind after someone experiences an opiate overdose. Each kit contains a variety of items and resources to educate and further prevent potential overdoses.
Our goal is to prevent anybody from dying from fentanyl poisoning, which is occurring every 7 minutes in this country right now.
Rock County is one of the harder hit regions in the state when it comes to opioid deaths. From 2010 to 2020, the county's death rate nearly tripled.
Dozens of Madison area restaurants are taking part in a food drive this month to help those in need. More than 30 restaurants that are part of the nonprofit Madison Originals Association will be collecting non-perishable food items in February to benefit a variety of food banks and other groups. The idea is to encourage those who are already going out to eat to bring a donation with them.
The timing could not be better for a community effort like this. Dane County food pantries have been putting the word out since the beginning of this year that our demand is really up from this time last year. For us here at MOM, we've more than doubled the amount of meals that we're distributing November last year to November this year, and that trend is really continuing.
Demand is expected to increase even more once a program that had given Wisconsinites extra food share benefits amid the COVID-19 pandemic ends at the end of the month.
Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2023 is now taking nominations through February 28th. You can nominate any geographically local person, place, or thing to do in a wide variety of categories. You can vote once per day in each category per valid email address. Up to 6 top vote getters in each category will become finalists in round 2. The final voting period is from June 1st through 30th. Head to channel3000.com to pick your nominees.
Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, some important recalls and warnings to tell you about, including one on artificial tears.
Plus, the pandemic having a global impact on many students' learning progress, how one health expert says they can catch back up.
a prosecutor, now circuit court judge, Janet Protasewicz.
On the Supreme Court, I'll be a common sense judge. I'll protect public safety. I believe in a woman's freedom to make her own decision on abortion. It's time for a change.
This is me, and this was my stubborn body fat. My name's Adrian, and Sono Bello changed my life.
Sono Bello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
After having 2 kids, my body, it changed a lot. I tried everything to lose the fat, but nothing seemed to work.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, back, chin, and more.
I've seen such dramatic results. My tummy is gone, my double chin is gone, and my hourglass shape is back. This was the mommy makeover that I deserved.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-803-2714 or go to sonobello.com.
No matter what type of severe asthma you have, Tespire can help you have fewer asthma attacks and breathe better. Tespire is an add-on treatment for people 12 and older. It is not a rescue medication. Don't take Tespire if you're allergic to it. Allergic reactions like rash or an eye allergy can happen. Don't stop your asthma treatments unless your doctor tells you to. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection or your asthma worsens. Sore throat, joint, and back pain may occur. Avoid live vaccines. No matter who you are, ask your asthma specialist about Tespire today.
I'm voting for Judge Janet Protasewicz for Supreme Court. She believes in our freedom to make our own decisions when it comes to abortion.
Extremists want to ban abortion,
even in cases of rape and the health of the mother. Judge Janet Protasewicz is the change Wisconsin needs.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. The company behind Banana Boat is expanding a recall of hair and scalp sunscreen SPF 30 spray. An additional batch of the 6-ounce cans has been added to the 3 of the already recalled sprays over trace levels of benzene. The FDA classifies benzene as a human carcinogen, which can result in cancers, including leukemia. While benzene is not an ingredient in any Banana Boat product, the review showed that unexpected levels of it came from the propellant used to spray the sunscreen out of the can. The CDC is urging healthcare providers and consumers to stop using EzraCare artificial tears eye drops. An investigation is underway into at least 50 infections in 11 states that have led to instances of permanent vision loss, hospitalization, and even 1 death. The agency says most of the people with these infections reported using artificial tears, and EzraCare was the most common brand. People should stop using EzraCare artificial tears while this investigation continues.
New research is adding to growing evidence that many students in the U.S. and around the world suffered significant setbacks in their learning progress during the pandemic. Data from 42 studies across 15 countries shows kids had about a 35% learning loss compared to a normal year. In October, results from 2022 progress exams taken across the U.S. showed that 4th and 8th graders fell behind in reading and had the largest ever decline in math in the U.S. So, how do students catch up?
Some of the researchers suggest after-school programs, summer programs, lengthening the school day, potentially online or learning apps as well.
Many parents seem to agree that the pandemic caused learning problems. Results from an October Pew Research Center survey show about 61% of K-12 parents say the first year of the pandemic had a negative effect on their child's education. Still ahead in the wake of Cindy Williams' death, how a Milwaukee brewery is paying homage to Laverne and Shirley.
Also, those 12 packs of beer will cost you a bit more for the Super Bowl. The key ingredient that's jumping up in cost.
Plus, more chilly temperatures are on their way this week. Your complete forecast when we come back.
In treating shoulder pain, I think one of the most important things that we need to do is listen to our patients. Most times, just listening to the patient, letting them explain what's been bothering them, I'm able to help confirm a diagnosis.
The
The biggest and best RV event in the Midwest is back. It's the Madison Camper and RV Show and Sale. See a huge selection of RVs, camping equipment, and campgrounds, all under one roof. Meet Gilbert Brown, Gridiron Great. Tickets are just $10 and kids are free. Seniors, you're welcome at half price on Friday. Experience the great outdoors at the Alliant Energy Center Friday through Sunday, February 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Steinhoffel's biggest President's Day sale is happening now. Save 35 to 75% store-wide, plus get fantastic bonus buys like this recliner for just $2.99. A Beauty Rest Queen mattress only $3.99. Reclining sofa $5.99. This queen bed now $6.99. A 5-piece dining set just $10.49. And with Steinhoffel's 72-month financing, your new furniture just got more affordable. It's Steinhoffel's President's Day sale. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
Do you feel stuck living in a cold and drafty home? Well, there's a better solution than just turning up the heat. Because heating your home is by far the most expensive part of your energy bills. At USA Insulation, we fix cold homes. Most houses are built with builder's grade insulation. So when we fill your walls with our high efficiency foam, your house stays warm without turning up the heat, which saves you a lot of money. So call now and save up to 30% with the brand new energy credit.
USA Insulation.
This is it. The countdown has begun. The final days of Denny's Jewelers retirement sale are here. The last markdown has been made. All fine finished jewelry is now being sacrificed up to 70% off store-wide. All must go. Nothing held back. This is Denny's Jewelers sale of a lifetime. The final days of Pete Denny's retirement sale are here at Denny's Jewelers. This is your last chance to save up to 70% off before the sale is over. Denny's Jewelers retirement sale, 1903 Cayuga Street, Middleton.
When treating shoulder pain, I think one of the most important things that we need to do is listen to our patients. Most times, just listening to the patient, letting them explain what's been bothering them, I'm able to help confirm a diagnosis.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. Your favorite beer might cost you more. Another shortage is making it tougher for brewers to keep those costs down.
The beer industry has taken plenty of hits since the pandemic started, and it's not just hops and barley. The cost of a key ingredient you might not think of is also skyrocketing. Emily Haugen has more.
Once you think you've seen it all, right?
Joe Kachaver has been in the business of brewing for 24 years.
Supply chain disruptions are a real thing.
Hitting everything from aluminum cans to the ingredients used to make a pint.
All the years I've been brewing, I've never seen barley prices higher than they are in the last 18 months or so.
Now, some prices are set to stabilize.
We did have a good crop year in North America for barley, wheat, and cereal products in general.
Other parts of the industry are still causing bottlenecks. Since the pandemic, Pearl Street has seen success in stores. Behind the bar, not so much.
They're not back to where they want to be, and if they're not doing good, we're not doing as good as we'd like to be.
Beyond slower bar traffic, low carbon dioxide levels are another blow.
They're going to be adding CO2 to get that effervescence that we expect in a beer.
Brewers Association economist Bart Watson says low CO2 levels date back to the start of the pandemic.
As oil prices plummeted, so a lot of ethanol plants weren't profitable to run, so they stopped running them, which meant we didn't recapture that CO2.
Low supply hits everyone, but Watson says smaller breweries are hit the hardest because larger companies are first in line. Recently, Pearl Street upped their prices.
We kind of held out as long as we could on that, and prices went up a little bit, but nothing real significant to the consumer.
As the year begins, Kachaver is optimistic.
Things are looking pretty good, and like I said, short of any other major pitfalls, we should be okay.
The Federal Reserve economic data shows that in the last year, carbon dioxide costs jumped significantly. As of December, that is the biggest price jump of all beer ingredients.
Fans of the iconic 70s sitcom Laverne and Shirley are continuing to mourn the recent death of Cindy Williams. The show followed the lives of two roommates who worked at a Milwaukee brewery, and some credit it to have put Milwaukee on the map. This lakefront brewery in Milwaukee has been hosting tours that offer a bit of the show's nostalgia. The company says it inherited a piece of the bottle line conveyor belt from the actual brewery where Laverne and Shirley was shot.
For us, it was
brewing in Milwaukee. We had a portion of the line. It just made sense.
Lakefront Brewery says their tours will continue to pay respect to, quote, the ladies that brought our Midwest culture to so many people.
Bit of a warm-up today, but temperatures will be heading back down soon. Here's Gary with your complete forecast.
Yeah, and the key is how cold it will feel. This is what it is like right now, temperature-wise. Teens, 20s, a little bit below normal, but not bitterly cold. You factor in the winds. The winds are relatively light, even though they're out of the southwest. So wind chills are not that much colder than the actual air temperature. In fact, they're all above zero. Take a look what happens at this time tomorrow. Future track wind chills 6 p.m. Thursday. Instead of feeling like 21, it feels like 13 below zero here in Madison. So you'll probably feel about a 20 to 40 degree temperature drop just between the actual temperature and the wind chill by this time tomorrow. And notice to our north and west, wind chills already in the 20s below zero. By early on Friday morning, there'll be places where wind chills could be close to 40 below zero, like Marshfield and Superior. Here in Madison, probably looking at wind chills between about 25 and 30 degrees below zero. At that point, frostbite could start in about 15 minutes to exposed skin. Even at 7 a.m., you can see those wind chills still close to 30 below zero. So actually a little bit colder feeling-wise than it did on Monday when temperatures were colder, but the winds weren't as brisk. And even during the day on Friday, those wind chills staying below zero. This is 6 p.m. Friday, wind chill right around 6 below zero. So we'll be looking at a bitterly cold day on Friday. We've got an alert day in the forecast for that. Already wind chill advisories in effect for northwestern Wisconsin, much of northern Minnesota, and wind chill warnings for wind chills down to 40 below zero for northeastern Minnesota. So there's the alert day. Again, wind chills down to 30 below zero early Friday morning and staying below zero during the day. While we're just dealing with the cold weather to the south, they're dealing with a snow and or ice storm from Texas into Arkansas. This has gone on for a couple of days and really has played a big problem with travel, not only in the air, but also on the ground. A lot of roads ice covered, but all that precipitation staying to the south. We're just dealing with the cold air. And again, this front up to the north is the dividing line between much colder air, and notice the western part of that becomes a cold front. That will drop southeastward and start the process of cooling us down by about noon tomorrow. For overnight low temperatures, 14 in Fitchburg, 15 in Belleville, 15 in Waunakee with mostly clear skies, 14 in Watertown, 16 in Janesville, and 12 for the overnight low temperature in La Crosse. For tomorrow, partly sunny, but it'll be breezing, turning colder. That high of 21 about midday, and then those temperatures start to fall into the teens in the afternoon. And again, by 6:30 tomorrow evening, we're looking at wind chills down to about 10 to 20 degrees below zero through much of southern Wisconsin. Those wind chills down to about 30 below zero early on Friday morning and staying below zero during the day on Friday. As we look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, we come right out of the deep freeze and go back into the 30s for Saturday and Sunday. By Monday, it's warm enough for some rain showers. It could mix a little snow before ending. And rain showers on Thursday may end as a shot of some snow showers by Friday, but temperatures will stay above normal for most of next week.
And coming up in sports, the Wisconsin women's hockey team has 3 goals for Friday. Fill the bowl, beat St. Cloud State, and inspire the next generation. Why the latter is the most important to the Badgers. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses. See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
The local water experts at Culligan can take care of everything but the kitchen sink. Actually, we do that too. Culligan, here for every water worry.
There's nothing like volunteering at the fire department.
There's nothing like hitting the waves.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it hasn't always been easy.
Since my skin was so irritated and itchy.
And even worse with all my gear on.
Now, I'm staying ahead of my eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion. And Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema. So adults can have long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a powerful thing.
Ask your eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal your skin from within.
When we designed the all-new Honda Pilot Trail Sport, we made it adventure ready. With features like an enhanced all-wheel drive system and off-road tuned suspension, so you can blaze new trails. The all-new Pilot Trail Sport, the most off-road capable Honda SUV ever. Visit your local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily. Buy online or reserve from select Honda dealers.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see.
Shopko Optical welcomes more insurance plans than ever. Call to book an exam and verify coverage.
Will spring come early this year? You want to hear what Jimmy the Groundhog has to say.
Tomorrow we're live in Sun Prairie for the Furry Forecaster's Groundhog Day prediction.
And temperatures aren't bad for now, but another Arctic blast on the way. Join us tomorrow between 4:30 and 7.
It's a big Friday for the Wisconsin women's hockey team. Not only is it their series opener against St. Cloud State, but the Badgers and Huskies will drop the puck at the Kohl Center. It's the 7th edition of Fill the Bowl, and the two are looking to break the NCAA attendance record. And while the experience of playing in front of a record crowd is great, this team is hoping to inspire the next generation of women's hockey players.
At the end of the day, I think our biggest hope is that there's some girls, one girl, any little kid who comes to that game and sees, the opportunity that we have presented for us, and, they decide that they want to play hockey, that they want to play college hockey someday. I think inspiring the next generation is a dream that each one of us want to fulfill.
Luke Fickell and the Wisconsin football team have hit New York City. For 15 minutes today, a video billboard in Times Square was showcasing UW's 27 new recruits and transfer portal additions as a way to welcome in the newest Badgers on National Signing Day. The billboard was put up by the Varsity Collective to give them their 15 minutes of fame. The collective also put up billboards in the hometowns of the 6 early enrollees. As we wait on Aaron Rodgers' decision, Tom Brady made his today. After 23 seasons in the NFL, he's retiring for real this time. Remember, last year Brady said he was calling it a career, and then 40 days later, he changed his mind. Brady leaves the game as a 7-time Super Bowl champ and the league's leader in career passing yards, touchdown passes, regular season wins, and Super Bowl appearances.
You only get one super emotional retirement essay, and I used mine up last year, so really thank you guys so much, to every single one of you, for supporting me, my family, my friends, my teammates, my competitors. I could go on forever. There's too many. Thank you guys for allowing me to live my absolute dream.
So in 40 days, is he going to see he's coming back?
We'll believe it in fall. We'll see what happens. Let's go to Gary. Final check of the forecast.
It's cold out there. Temperatures in the upper teens and lower 20s here in Dane County, right around 20. 20 in Middleton, 21 in Madison, 21 in Oregon. A little wider perspective. You can see down to 15 right now in Lone Rock. But wind chills right now, not too bad. This time tomorrow, be a different story. About 30 degrees colder than it is now.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News for Now at 6.
We'll see you back here at 10.